Just that all over again. So today I'm going to be showing you how to play the Cries Mary by Jimi Hendrix. The first power chord is on the A string at the 6th fret, and it sounds like this. So if you know your power chords, this song is pretty easy. It's just really power chords and bar chords. So the power chord is the 6th fret on the A string, the 8th fret on the D string, and the 8th fret on the G string. So it's like this. I'll just show you up close here. So that's the 6th fret on the A string, the 8th fret on the G string, and the 8th fret on the D string. Get down. No, sorry. That's 8th fret, 6, 8 on the D string, 8th on the G string. So you want to move up one fret, play the next power chord. It's the exact same power chord, just on the 7th fret of the A string. Sounds like this. And then one more fret onto the 8th fret of the A string. So altogether it's... So that's the intro, half of it. Then you want to bar the 8th fret on the A string, the D string, and the 8th fret on the G string. So it sounds like this. And what you want to do when you bar those three with your forefinger, you want to hammer onto the 10th fret of the A string from the 8th fret. So it sounds like this. You move up one fret to the 9th fret of the A string, still barring those three on the A, the G, or sorry, A, D, G. So it sounds like this. And you want to hammer onto the 11th fret, and then you go to the 10th fret on the A string, and you hammer onto the 12th fret of the A string. So that is the intro. Altogether it sounds like this. You do it again. And what he does here, he does a little trill type thing. He goes from the 10th fret on the A string to the 12th fret, and then the 10th fret on the D string to the 12th fret on the D string. So it goes, and then back down from the 10th on the D to the 12th on the A. So it goes. And you can hammer on as you like here, or pull off. It doesn't really matter as long as you have the right notes. The hammer-ons and pull-offs they all sound the same really, like it's just kind of or two. So that's the intro. Then it goes down to the 8th fret on the E string, the low E string. And what you want to do here is a bar chord, which is a major chord. It's got the 8th fret on the E string, the 10th fret on the A string, the 10th fret on the D string, the 9th fret on the G string, and the 8th fret on the B string, the 8th fret on the high E string. So that looks like this. Like it's got all this barred on the 8th fret here with your forefinger, and then you've got the major chord here. So it sounds like this. I'm not sure what the name of that chord is, although I could find out pretty easily. I think it's a C chord. Yep, it's C. So so what Jimmy does, he does it with his thumb, and he holds down the 8th fret on the E string, the low E string, and then he does the rest of the the bar chord on the D string, the G string, the B string, and the E string, the high E string. So he does it with his 3 fingers. He bars the E, B, G on the 8th fret, and then he does the 9th fret with his 2nd finger on the G string, and the 10th fret with his 3rd finger on the D string. So it's like this, instead of having that extra note on the A string. So you could have the A string included, which sounds like this, or just hold the thumb there and wrap your fingers around like this. So what you want to do, if you're doing it this way, which is probably the way I would do it, that's the way I learned. So you hit the 8th fret of the low E string, then you play the chord, you go. And what he does, he slides down 1 fret to the 7th fret of the low E string and plays the same thing. And then to the 6th fret on the low E string. So that sounds like this. Or like this. What you want to do is hit the 7th fret only once on the low E string. So instead of playing the chord on the 7th fret, you just hit the low note. So it sounds like this. Yes, so then what you want to do is go down to the 1st fret, play the same bar chord. You can do it like this with your whole hand, or with just your thumb and the 3 fingers, which is how I do it. It's how Jimmy did it, so gotta live up to his standards. So you hit that, and then you do a little hammer on with your 2nd finger on the 2nd fret of the G string. So it sounds like this. But altogether it sounds like this. So then he does that 3 times. Then he goes to the 3rd fret of the low E string, plays the same bar chord. So I have the same 3 fingers here, one on the 5th fret of the D string, one on the 4th fret of the G string, and 2 on the 3rd frets of the E and the B strings, and then the low note on the low E string. So it sounds like this. So what happens is you hit that, and then you do from the 3rd fret on the high E string, you go to the 5th fret with your pinky. You just add your pinky on there. So you go. And then you do the same on the 6th fret of the low E string. So you go. And then the next part is convenient. It's the same power chords that you started with in the beginning of the song, the intro. So they're right next to the bar chord. It's actually just on the A string. You switch to the power chord. So that's, in case you don't remember, that's the 6th fret of the A string, the 8th fret of the D string, and the 8th fret of the G string. And it goes like this. So that's pretty much the chorus of the song. The solo is a bit different. I'm going to show you that in my next video.